817 points. 172 gets you 879 points. So 37 points difference between the two heights. We see Kate Connor. Oh, over. No disguising the delight on O'Connor's face with that jump. Banks of height with her legs. And O'Connor jumping well. She'll go up to 178. 4 women now over this height. Holly Mills, well, she had a good first attempt. And an even better second attempt. So Mills is over. And that equals Mills's personal best.
That was set at the Combined Events Indoor International match in Cardiff, where she went up against Maria Vicente. It was an absolutely fantastic duel between the two of them. It came down to the 800 metres, in which they drew on the same number of points in the indoor pentathlon.
I have to say, that was a good jump by Mills. Bags of height. Just needs to tidy up her legs a little bit. I'm sure, regardless of what happens in this competition, with a bit of coaching, she can very soon be a 180 plus jumper. She has got over 178 in recent past. So Lovisa Karlsson hasn't been jumping well, to be honest. She's jumping well below her best, has a best of 181.
She does also need to maximise her potential in this event. She's a 10-metre shot putter, so could do with some improvement here.
So Karlsson getting plenty of support from the home crowd. But it's not to be, so she brings the bar down, saying I think she wanted a lot of points from this event, so she'll be disappointed. No, Karlsson brings to an end the jumping at 1.75 m. We have 6 women who've gone clear at this height, so we'll go on. Bar will go up to 179. Overlooking Vicente, sorry. Vicente still to jump at this height. But 6 women over 175. Distracted by the very strong smell of burgers somewhere behind us. Alex nodding his head in agreement, possibly anticipating lunch, but we've got a couple of hours to wait because it's a long morning session. Oh, I thought Vicente had got that, just nicked it. But in the end, she brings it down. So that's disappointing for Vicente as well. So who's going well at this stage? Well, Holly Mills, that's for sure. Also, so Kate O'Connor jumping at 178. Just 1 centimetre below her best. Oh, and nicely over. Connor delighted, and she is jumping well. No doubt about that. So good crowd here for a morning which sees heat preliminary rounds. Kate O'Connor, 181. Oh, and that's a personal best for her. Understandably delighted. Nice jumping. Catch the bar with the back of her legs, but there was plenty of daylight there as well. 51 metres this year. Leading the way is the Dutchwoman, Jalinda van Klinken, but Klinken comes up in the second group at 5 minutes to 2. So So in this group, getting things underway. We switch back to Kate O'Connor in the high jump. No. Connor at 180. She had a good jump at 181, but I'm just wondering whether psychologically that was enough for the day. That was probably the most lackluster jump we've seen of Kate O'Connor, who's had a terrific
lifetime best in the high jump so far.
Yeah, so Connor, last attempt to 184. No, never took off, but nevertheless, a good morning's work for the Irish woman. Personal best of 181 in the heptathlon.